a great gal who we asked back because we just loved her so much. Robin Moriarty, Doctor, what game are you playing? This is a framework for redefining success and achieving what matters most. This is the book I'm holding in my hand. Robin, Doctor, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Sorry, we're a little loosey-goosey this morning. And now you came up from Atlanta.
I feel like you were loosey-goosey last time I was here, too. So maybe that's not such a surprise.
maybe it's just you coming
but I
in.
came back anyway.
So now you were in the city, just coming up to the city, or you came up just for us? That's the question I'm fishing for.
I came up for you, but also because I've got a couple of meetings and I've got an event that I'm presenting at later this afternoon.
You do an event, like a whole thing?
Yeah.
And you come in the morning show? You don't prepare? You don't do like an artist and say, please don't bother me now. Don't talk to me. I can't use my voice.
I think I'm better when I'm just sort of improv.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's so true. Tell us about the book. We talked about before. What game are you playing?
Yeah. So the book was basically a book for those moments in your life when you're like, am I doing what I want to be doing, or am I doing what everyone else is telling me I'm supposed to be doing? And so what it does is it talks about why we're culturally conditioned to pursue a certain version of success, why your brain has a hard time getting over it. It's got some really light neuroscience in it. And then it talks about how you can sort of peel back those layers of conditioning and those expectations of other people to start constructing a way that you want to live your life and define success for yourself that makes sense for you, which again may not be the way that other people are defining success, but it's a way that makes sense for you. And I had the real joy yesterday, or day before, flying up to New York from Atlanta, and I saw the book in the airport bookstore.
Oh, cool.
And I was so excited. It was so cool because it was kind of unexpected. And I was sort of hovering around it because I didn't really know what to do. But I was like, wow, look, my book is here. And so the woman who works at the store came over and kind of looked at me like, can I help you? Like, why are you hovering around this book? And so I showed her the picture in the back. I was like, I wrote this book. This is me. And another woman in the store said, well, what's your book about? And I shared with her about expectations of other people and how do you know if you're doing what you want to do versus what others are telling you you're supposed to want. And she said, that's exactly why I'm taking this trip today. She said she was taking a trip to go get away and kind of focus and think about what she wants to do with her life as opposed to what other people are telling her she's supposed to do. So I bought her a book.
Oh, God, that's very cool. And you signed it for her, I hope.
Absolutely.
This is great. You write that life is a game. So what kind of game is this thing called life?
Yeah. So for me, when I think about life, I think about there are lots of different ways to play games, and I don't mean games in a manipulative way. I mean make games more in sort of the way you played them as a kid, where you learned different kinds of skills and you had different kinds of objectives, and you figured out how to play to pursue those objectives. So for me, when I start thinking about my life as a game, I start thinking first and foremost, well, what's my objective? What do I want? And then I think, how do I have to play? How do I have to navigate different situations to be able to achieve that objective and achieve what I want? And that definition of success is different for everyone. That objective is different for everyone. And so the book kind of helps you figure out what your objective is, then how to navigate your terrain to be able to play it and to win.
And can you just live your life? Are we just because we're American we strive? I know you've been all over Latin America, Europe, the Middle East, and when we went to Italy on a beach. We're going again in April, and I'm watching the Italians. And it's a whole different mindset.
Yes.
By the way, I said this on the air. The waiters, for example, cameriere, the waiter come over. That's what the waiter is. She's a waiter, and they're very happy with it. Yeah. Everybody they're happy. The pace is slower. You eat slower. When you wait for your course to come over, and I'm American going, can we just pick this up a little bit like that? Sometimes it's good to have that mindset. How do you, is it wrong like to have the goals you're talking about?
No. So I think it's really fun. I love that you picked the example of waiters in Italy. I lived in Argentina for a long time, and Italy is like the mothership for Argentines. And so it is. You learn when you're experiencing different cultures and different situations that you don't have to do things so quickly. I always found myself sort of rushing to ask for the bill, to pay the check, to leave. And, you're sort of jumping up and down trying to wave at the waiter to bring your check because their purpose of dinner is actually enjoying the food and enjoying the company. It's not to eat on the run and get to your next thing. And so it really is kind of a click in your brain of like, what are we here for? What's the objective? The objective isn't to eat and leave. The objective is actually to enjoy the people that you're with. And so for me, when I started learning that, I lived on 4 continents, traveled to more than 60 countries, I started picking up some of those kinds of habits and bringing them back. And I think here in the U.S., what happens is we're all so busy and we're so rushed and like pushing ourselves to get to the next thing that sometimes it's good for us to step back and go, wait, what's really the objective here? What am I really trying to do? And maybe just kind of change that, make that click.
And too, it's the journey. How do you say, when somebody go, somebody wants to go into entertainment, and they would say, they want to be a star, quote unquote. And I was saying, I was on, took my little 8-year-old to Hollywood over the weekend, and we're on the Walk of Stars on Hollywood Boulevard. There's a star, and we're seeing, and they want to become the star. So I have to explain to her, you have to enjoy what you're doing. It's the journey. If you're working, you're working. Like in me, I never wanted to be a star. All I want to do is what I'm doing now, work. I just wanted to work. I never had this. And when I'm next to a star, whether it's Eddie Murphy or it's Robin Williams or it's the late great Jerry Lewis, I would go, wow, how cool is that? I'm working with this person.
Right.
I'm just happy to be working.
Right.
That's a healthier mindset, is it not?
Exactly. And that's one of the things that I see in the U.S. culture compared to other cultures is this comparison of yourself to others and how are you doing, who's the bigger star or who's got the bigger title or the bigger office or the more followers or the more likes or the more whatever it is.
She's doing this, why am I doing that? How dangerous is that?
It's really unhealthy, and the truth is, you're probably not going to win that game. I'm not going to win the game of who makes the most money, so I don't even want to play that game. I'd rather play a game that I know I can win instead of playing someone else's game that I'm probably going to lose at.
Okay, so the name of the book is What Game Are You Playing? Robin Moriarty, PhD, right there. You can check that out. It's a great book, a great subject matter, great conversation.
Thank you.
Again, Loosey Goosey Joe today heals with the look. The look is so awesome.
Thank you.
So tell me, I said before we went on the air, I don't want to ask you to show your heels, but do you have heels on with kind of this? You have a stylist, you said?
I have a stylist.
This is great. Yeah. I need a stylist.
So her name is Nikki Woolfolk, and she is amazing. And I met her because I was shopping one day in a store, and I was trying on a leather jacket, and I was like, I don't know. And the lady at the store is like, it fits, get it. I'm like, I don't know. And she was just sort of milling around, and she said, it's too big. It doesn't fit you in the shoulders. And I said, whoa. She said, I'm a stylist. I said, give me your card. And so since then, we've become friends. But she makes this website for me. I don't know how many people remember Garanimals, but it's basically the adult version of Garanimals. And it has like a picture of shoes, shirt, pants, handbag, whatever, all in like one little thing. And it's like, wear this day, wear this that day, wear this the other day. And she just totally, it's the easiest thing in the morning. And I look good, but I also save like half an hour in the morning.
Very hip.
Trying to decide what to wear.
I think I need her card because I'm always dressed in suit and tie, and I go to it. But it's like President Trump he's got a dark blue suit and a variety of ties, but he's got like a dozen dark blue suits, and they're very expensive Brioni suits. But that's all he wears. Very smart. You don't have to worry about it.
It's a uniform. It's very safe to wear a uniform. But I don't like to wear a uniform every day. And what I found too is like that's the example of, find someone who helps you with the stuff that you're not good at.
That's great.
Instead of trying to be good at everything. So Nikki's the best.
What game are you playing? We appreciate you coming in, Robin. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Great to see you. You too. Thanks for having me back.